Hey y'all, it's Kim again. I know I keep going on, but I'm showing y'all just I think there's actually more support for Elon, even though people have lost their freaking minds. But these are at least the people that I'm seeing. It says, okay, so Joe Biden tried to force everyone to buy an EV. Tesla is the number one EV in the world. Everyone who could afford one went out and bought one. And now Biden's party and voters are attacking those people for doing what their party told them to do. How the F does that work? And that's true. I mean, most of the people that bought them are probably Democrats because of the whole climate change stuff. I'm not saying don't take care of the environment. I'm just saying you don't have to be a tree hugger to do it. Plant trees, move on. You don't have to like change your entire life and not eat meat and everything else because I think it all kind of flows in together just to save the environment. Do your thing and just clean up after yourself. Do what you can. Don't be wasteful and throwing stuff out your car window and being a trash person. But let's see here. It says that's how liberal Democrats justify everything. Biden pushed EVs, Tesla led, people bought them. Now this party is attacking those who followed. Yeah. And then it says because nothing is illegal or immoral to be a liberal unless it prohibits their progressive agenda. In case there was any doubt left at all, climate change is a hoax. Yeah. I mean, you don't have to go nuts over it. Let's see what this person has to say, if they have anything to say.
What's been cut? Way too much.
The entire work of the CFPB has been stopped.
Big fan of Bill Clinton?
I think we're getting off topic here.
What's he got to do with this?
Well, he laid off 400,000 federal workers when he was in office.
Are you trying to suggest that the cuts that they're making to the federal workforce has a precedent in history?
Exactly.
Okay.
This man is a genius. A genius.
Trump ran on.
Let's see. They don't even know what they're protesting. It says right here, Democrats want you to believe the two billionaires got into politics to steal your money, when actually two billionaires got into politics to stop Democrats from stealing your money, and some Republicans. Let's not mince words. I'm a registered or whatever. I voted Republican doesn't mean that I believe that every single one of them is right. And this is it says the left is a bunch of hypocrites, and then those engaging in attacking anyone they don't like who didn't get jabs or wear the stupid mask that cut off your oxygen supply and cause gum disease, and wearing a red hat or t-shirt or driving a Tesla or working for Tesla. It's total insanity. We need to build more mental crisis clinics so they can get the help instead of ending up in jail for 20 years. The immoral have made us equal. Says the left says they care about the environment. Firebombing Teslas prove they are liars. Yeah. I mean, you're doing a Molotov cocktail, which I'm sure has gasoline in it, which you want to ban gas cars. So like, make it make sense. Let's see what this is. It says, tell me again how the people painting swastikas, harassing strangers, and firebombing businesses are the good guys. Exactly. I mean, just his face alone. Let's see here. It says the radical left calls for violence against Elon Musk.
Get in the basket.
Okay. I know some people
It's
have been
time to make some
firebombing different
cuts.
Teslas. What do you
I don't
think
know
about
what this
those
is.
kind of protests against them?
Right, do it.
Okay. I know people call him a Nazi. Do you think that's a Nazi?
He did the salute.
Yeah. But you think he's, I know people have defended that. You think he's literally a Nazi?
And how many Democrats did you see making the Nazi salute? If they want to throw their arm up like that.
No, it's not. No, it is a hate crime, sir. It is a hate crime. Did you write a swastika on this?
I'm sorry you're upset.
Did you write a swastika?
That's not an apology. I'm sorry you're upset. Really? Wow. These people are nuts. It says the liberals are controlled by emotions, not common sense.
It's a key, sir. We see it on the video.
It's not a key.
Is it a
I was probably
swastika?
putting my keys in
Is
my
it a
pocket.
swastika?
Have you looked at your
Is
car?
it a
Is there
It says that little Democrat has zero testosterone, great restraint shown by the Tesla owner to not knock his teeth out. Yeah, especially when he says, I'm sorry you're upset. Really? It says Secretary Brooke Rollins, we canceled a $300,000 contract educating on food justice for queers and transgender farmers. I'm not even sure what that means, but apparently the last administration wanted to put our tax dollars towards that. I mean, what a waste.
Food justice and food equality. I'm not even sure what that means, but apparently the last administration wanted to put our taxpayer dollars towards that. We canceled a $600,000 contract out of Louisiana that was studying the menstrual cycles of transgender men. A $600,000 contract.
Oh my God. I can't listen anymore. I don't know how anybody could be mad at Elon for that. Like, seriously, stopping that? Seriously, come on, man. So the Tesla was just vandalized. It says side of democracy vandalizes people's cars over political disagreements. It's typical. Okay, so he just wants you to just tap the notifications. Let me see here. So the Tesla.
Just vandalized. Let's say that the owner is a Trump supporter. Congrats, you got your guy. Now that person probably likes Trump more than ever. Let's say actually that they voted for Kamala Harris. Now that person is way more likely to support Trump. And on top of all of this, you are now at risk for being charged with being a domestic terrorist.
Yeah.
It's funny how you guys call us evil, but you never have to worry about us vandalizing your property
Seriously.
because we disagree with you. The reason you don't see that many Trump bumper stickers is because people know.
And we have jobs and stuff to do. We're not going to go out there and harm somebody just because we don't agree with them.
That Democrats are more likely to vandalize your property if they disagree with you. Y'all claim to be the side that's fighting for democracy, and yet you seem to forget that democracy means coexisting peacefully with people who you disagree with.
Yeah.
And yet here you guys are vandalizing other people's property, not because you even necessarily disagree with their politics, but because you disagree with the politics of the CEO of the car company that manufactured their car.
And most of them are Democrat voters. I'm almost guaranteeing that. It says, I don't understand how the man who had never served in public office before being elected president is blamed for all of America's problems by people who have been in Congress since the 1970s. Let's see when Nancy Pelosi was in. I just want to see. Google, when did she get elected the first time? And remember, her dad was like, I think a mayor from Baltimore, Maryland, or something like that. I found that out through Michael Francis, the former mobster. Now he's got a podcast. Okay, so let's see when she was first put in. All right, let's go to Wikipedia. I didn't know she was 85. Oh my gosh. Okay, so she just turned 85. So she has been in, and I know she's not the first, so this is nothing. In office, I guess, as a speaker. When was the first time she got in? Okay, so the 80s. Here's. Okay, so chair of the California Democrat Party. This first time was February 27th. So still over 40 years. February 27th, 1981. I wonder about Chuck Schumer, because he's probably been in just as long as her, if maybe a little less, because I don't think he's as old. Yeah, he's not as old as her. He's like, what, 75? Let's see when the first time he ever got in office. Okay, so January 1st, 1975, member of the New York State Assembly from the 45th District. So he's been in and around politics. He got in January 3rd, 1981. Member of the U.S. House of Representatives from New York. Okay. So, yeah, 1981 is when he got in. So, anyway, these people have been around the block. Kind of should know better, but they've got to blame somebody else. Let's see what comedian Eddie Griffin has to say. Calls Democrat lawmakers straight up assholes. Let me make sure the volume's on.
Elon's pressing y'all on how you stealing the goddamn money. That's what the you mad about, you sons of. Why would he steal? He the richest man on earth. He gonna steal your tax dollars? Get the fuck out of here. Y'all steal. Your bank account don't match what we pay you as a government official. How is that, Nancy Pelosi? How do we worth
Pelosi.
$290 million? Is it called insider trading? How do y'all call yourself human? How you couldn't stand up and applaud for a 13-year-old kid who's fighting cancer to this day, still whooping cancer's ass? And Trump made him an honorary Secret Service because that's the boy's dream. But y'all couldn't even stand up for that because y'all some straight up told mother. You all, I wasn't born with a jack stamped on my mother head. I voted Republican, and I think I did the right goddamn thing. I know I did the right goddamn thing.
Wow.
Talking about Elon steals. No, y'all steal. Elon's busting y'all on how you stealing the guy.
I had to start it over. I hate that you can't like do it. So here's a liberal speaking, and then let's see. She's talking about rights or something. Let's see.
Outside of the right to choose, like what else are we worried about in the next coming 4 years?
That's a hard question because it seems that the scope of what they want to take is so broad that it's hard for me to right now put it into words because it's such an emotional time. It's hard for me to just very quickly put these things into like a rational. They just want to take so many of our rights away.
Which one do you think is the most fundamental?
Okay. So no answers. It says, so you want me to believe that the people destroying personal property, painting swastikas, and firebombing businesses are the good guys. Got it. Okay. Cool. Yeah. And then let's see here. It says Democrats want you to believe that two billionaires decided to get into politics to steal your money, when actually two billionaires got into politics to stop Democrats from stealing your money. Got it. Got it. Let's see. Let me see here. I hate that it doesn't start from the beginning, but let's see. This is from Fox News. It says, if he can lose a little bit of money, maybe he can understand how the rest of us feel. What money are you losing other than what you lost because of freaking the inflation caused by the Biden administration? Okay, let's watch.
Cause Elon Musk a little bit of economic pain. I have to resist with every fiber of my being, not seeing a Tesla when I see one. I would like to scare Elon Musk so that he gets out of our government, out of our confidential data. If he can lose a little bit of money, maybe he can understand how the rest of us feel.
Okay, the Biden administration did that. And also, I was talking to a friend of mine. She's a little bit older than me, so she's seen way more than I have as far as the political spectrum. But I was telling her that a lot of these protesters you see are what they call awful, so affluent white female liberals. And so they're considered educated, even though they're probably more indoctrinated. They're the ones that were probably protesting during the late 60s or early 70s, whatever was going on these college campuses, because a lot of those women look pretty aged. So it's kind of like they think that's the only way to get things done, which is fine. Do whatever you're going to do, but don't be tearing up people's stuff. And I don't know why you're going to be hurting like the Tesla workers. They have nothing to do with any of this stuff. Even Elon is not doing anything bad. He's just uncovering the fraud that your corrupt politicians have been doing to us. Hello, McFly. You all get it? Okay, so let's see here. This is a pretty funny one. With their 21% approval rating. Yeah. Oh my gosh. It says my Democrat neighbor watching her Tesla coexist in her driveway. I mean, they're willing to tear up their own stuff. And this says the white liberal woman, sometime between 9 to 5 on a Monday to Friday, headed to the next protest. I mean, like, seriously, do they not have jobs? I guess that's why they're affluent white female liberals, the awfuls. Okay, let's see. This is pretty good.
50% of them are using Airbnb. Isn't Airbnb part of Dodge too? He's one of the people. How many of them are going to stay next weekend at Airbnb? This is the most stupid group of people I've ever seen. What Elon Musk is doing for this country is saving it so people can have Social Security 10 years from now.
I believe you said they're going to have more. More Social Security. You just announced that.
Absolutely.
Ma'am, where are you from?
I'm originally from Israel, and my husband is from England.
Yeah, I'm from England,
We
yeah.
immigrated to this wonderful country 40 years ago, and we are proud American. And Elon is a proud American. He's saving this country. And these people are stupid. You know, each one of them, about a year ago, was driving their Tesla. They're environmentally correct. How stupid can they be? At least 50% of them are using Airbnb.
So yeah, Airbnb, one of the former, I guess, CEOs or CFOs was involved with all of this stuff with Doge. If you go back and watch the Fox News thing with Brett Baer, the interview, it shows you like the different people that were CEOs of companies. And if they ran their company like the government is doing, like our tax dollars, they wouldn't have a company anymore. So let's see here. Let's play this one. So it says, now you know why Democrats have activated their brown shirts to attack Tesla. Elon just uncovered over 1.2 million illegal aliens being given social security numbers, welfare benefits, and voter registration. Those just uncovered massive fraud or Democrat fraud.
Yeah, this country's been great to us. My brother and sister all born in Spain. I'm pro legal immigration. This is not political. This is not political.
Hold on. I don't know why this isn't.
This is about America and the future of America. And there are a lot of good people in the system that pointed us in this direction. I want to honor them right now. That work in the government today, who took risks to show us these numbers and tell us what's going on. Yeah. So I want to stop for a minute. I want to honor those people today. Very good people. Very good people. I have been from DC to Social Security offices to the border to track this down, and very good people have helped us along the way. I want to thank them. Yeah. This number, what this is when you come in the country, if you're illegal, there's a couple ways to come in. You come in through a port of entry, and you can tell them you're afraid. They'll give you an asylum case. You get an interview, and you get in. That's one way to do it. Another way to do it is to just go to the border. Literally, this happened. I talked to Border Patrol myself. Elon was there too. I went to Laredo, and I went to Bronzeville. Elon went to Eagle Pass. You walk up to a Border Patrol officer, and you tell them you want to come in. They have a couple of choices. They can charge you with a misdemeanor or a felony under 1325, or they can make it an administrative offense, like a parking ticket, basically. They were told to do that, make it an administrative offense under the last administration. And then you will walk across the border. They do what's called a release your own recognizance, and they give you an NTA, notice to appear, which is appear to judge. The wait times on judges are like average 6 years. Look at Grok, you'll see it on immigration judges. There's only 700 of them. This is 5.5 million people. Okay, so what happens then? Once you're in the country and you got asylum through one of these pathways, we map the whole thing out, you can apply for a work document. You file a 765, it's the work form. You get this form.
And then you'll notice there's a strange trend here.
Well, anyway, so y'all can see they're obviously trying to help, and they're not getting any type of credit for that. Oh, shoot. It exited out of the one I was going to show next. Okay, well, anyway, so I just don't understand the hatred for Elon Musk, but I wanted to show the videos that I've found of the nuts out here doing all kinds of weird stuff and all the memes and everything else. I know memes aren't everything and it's not necessarily reality, but it seems like people that are protesting this are just doing it because it's whatever's hip or the trend. A lot of them are older people that you would think should be at a job somewhere, but I guess that's not what they're having to do right now. But then those that do have to go to work, they're not out there. They're trying to take care of their families and everything else. I don't know. But anyway, I think Elon's doing good. I think he's uncovering the fraud. Uh, I can show y'all again on the Doge website just some of the stuff they've uncovered, the numbers. If you looked at the savings, I'm on it. These keep getting updated. 458. So let's see. I'm clicking on savings. So estimated savings 140 billion, and the amount saved per taxpayer would be $869.57. With an estimate of 160 million individual federal taxpayers. So yeah, I mean, I think they're doing good stuff. I just hope they can continue this trend and keep it going. Because I mean, I know it's probably very taxing on Elon Musk as far as all this crazy stuff. But anyway, let me get back over here. Uh, I will talk to y'all later. I hope you have a good afternoon. I've got to do one more video on the JFK files. I'm going to try to do basically page 5, and it's got maybe 10 little letters in there. Obviously, these aren't in order. But anyway, like, share, and subscribe. Talk to y'all later. Bye.